This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.
I'm Javon Watson, and you're watching Reggae Boyz commentary.
Skin clean and nice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girl Striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boyz commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, Reggae Boyz commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boyz commentary, like, share, and subscribe.
Reggae Boyz commentary, subscribe, like, and share. Is that the right order?
Reggae Boyz commentary, like, share and subscribe, please.
Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing? Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boyz commentary. This is the channel where we discuss Jamaican football, where we break things down, and where we also ensure that you all are up to date with everything in relation to data, analytics, statistics, all the information that you need, credible, concise, to the point in relation to Jamaican football. All right, and as you know, this is your hub for material of this nature. So, the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. A couple of days ago, we did a video quite recently, we did a video in relation to the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualification format, and this is in relation specifically to the Concacaf region. Now, as you know, we spoke specifically about the matters in relation to Jamaica. That was a major talking point as CONCACAF revealed information in relation to qualification to the Copa America next summer and also in relation to the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Because as we know, Mexico, the United States, and Canada will not play in the qualifiers. Mexico, Canada, and the United States will play no part in the qualifiers. So what does that mean? Well, quite simply, it means 32 teams from CONCACAF will play in the qualifiers. So who are the qualifiers? Who are those teams that will take part in the qualifiers in particular? I see the comments, and I'll be getting to the comments quite shortly. But first, let me recap for you all the teams that will play in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. Anguilla, that's a British overseas territory. Antigua and Barbuda, the team that hosted the Caribbean Cup in 2012. Jamaica has played them a number of times. Aruba, the last time they faced Jamaica defeated them by 6-0. Bahamas, the team that Jamaica faced in the 2010 FIFA World Cup qualifying cycle, where Jamaica won 7-0 and 6-0 respectively. Belize, as you all are aware, Belize used to be called British Honduras, and Belize speaks a Belizean Creole, which is very, very similar to Jamaican Creole, Pato. Bermuda, as we know, the land known to Sean Gota and also to Clyde Best as well. The British Virgin Islands, a team where Jamaica registered one of their biggest ever victories in international football. That's right, a 12-0 victory. The Cayman Islands, Jamaica's neighbors. That's right, Cayman Islands. Costa Rica. Did you know that Jamaica's biggest defeat in international football came against Costa Rica? This was a 9-0 defeat in 1999. Cuba, Jamaica's closest neighbors. Curaçao, you could say, the last team to win the Caribbean Cup in 2017 after defeating Jamaica 2-1. That's right. Dominica, who plies their trade within the Windward Islands. That's right. They could have advanced to the second round of the 2010 World Cup qualifiers, but Barbados edged them in that situation. The Dominican Republic, one of the fastly growing teams within CONCACAF, they're one to keep a close eye upon for the work that they've been doing at under 20 level, and also the club teams like Cibao that have done really well in the Caribbean Club Championship. El Salvador, 2-time World Cup qualifiers and on the rise as well. Grenada, a team that finished second in the 2008 edition of the Caribbean Cup and has also played at the Gold Cup a few occasions as well. 2009, 2011. Guatemala now is a team that have never qualified for the Senior World Cup. They've played at Futsal World Cups, but they've never ever played at a Senior World Cup. They've been to an Under 20 World Cup. Carlos Ruiz is their highest goal scorer. Guyana, a team that has risen in Caribbean football in recent years, and they qualified for their first Gold Cup in 2019 under former reggae boy Michael Johnson. Haiti qualified for the World Cup in 1974. Honduras, 3-time World Cup qualifiers 1982, 2010, and 2014. Jamaica, 6-time Caribbean Cup winners, 2-time Gold Cup runners-up, a Senior World Cup appearance, 2 at the under 20 level, 1 at the under 17 level, 2 at the senior women's level. Jamaica, the best mover in the FIFA World Rankings in 1995. Montserrat recorded a historic victory recently, defeating Belize by 1-0 in the CONCACAF Nations League. Nicaragua, the team that Jamaica defeated to advance to the semi-final round of the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Panama, a team that has always been the thorn in Jamaica's back, as Jamaica has only defeated Panama 3 times in international football. Puerto Rico, a United States territory, a country that has known in previous times for creating good club teams. Remember Puerto Rico Islanders? Puerto Rico Islanders went to the semi-finals in the CONCACAF Champions League thanks to Jamaican Nicholas Adlery. St. Kitts and Nevis, the Sugar Boys. Yeah, they were on the verge of qualifying for the Gold Cup in 2017, but some inconsistency let them down there. But certainly one team in the region that you have to keep a close eye upon. St. Lucia, another one in that situation. Their best run was in a Caribbean Cup where they finished 4th. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they've been to the Gold Cup once, and this was back in 1996. The most famous name from St. Vincent and the Grenadines in a footballing sense, Ezra Hendrickson. Suriname, a team that have never qualified for the World Cup, but they've been to the Gold Cup, and Jamaica defeated them at the last Gold Cup by 2-0. Trinidad and Tobago are bitter rivals. 2006 in Germany. They've hosted an under-17 men's and women's World Cup. The Turks and Caicos Islands. Provo. This is where Andrew Edwards spent some time, Omar Edwards, and also Shavar Thomas and Aaron Lawrence. And finally, the U.S. Virgin Islands, a team that Jamaica defeated by 11-1 on November 26, 2004. Are you guys happy with all the information that I shared with you guys? This is straight from my head. Straight from here. Straight from here, guys. So, I know football. So, whatever I tell you, it's factual. All right? Hope you guys are fully aware of that. Let's look at the windows before we answer the question in terms of the number of matches. The first round, March 2024. The second round, June 2024 and June 2025. All right. The third round, September, October, November. 2 in September, 2 in October, and 2 in November. All right, let's break things down. The first round, 4 Concacaf teams ranked 29th to 32nd based on the FIFA rankings of November 2023 will be divided into 2 matchups, played on a 2-legged home and away basis. The 2 winners will advance to the second round. All right, good. The second round, this is likely where Jamaica will get into action, because even if Jamaica were to lose every match between now and November, they would not slip to being the 29th ranked team in CONCACAF. So Jamaica will bow into action in the second round. 30 teams, the 2 winners from the first round, and CONCACAF teams ranked 1 to 28 based on the FIFA rankings of November 2023. So remember, guys, November 2023 FIFA rankings. This is what we have to bear in mind. So this is 8 months from now. So the matches against Trinidad, the matches against Guatemala, the Gold Cup, the Nations League after the Gold Cup, the results of these matches so critical to ensure that Jamaica remains highly ranked. And it's imperative that they do. Will be drawn into 6 groups of 5 teams in each group, right? 6 groups and 5 teams. 6 groups of 5, all right? They will play single round robin matches. 2 home and 2 away, all right? Because you have 5 teams in a group. So you'll play the other 4 teams in your group, right? Good. And 2 of them will be home, and 2 of them will be away. So you guys follow the drift so far? 6 groups and 5 teams in each group. So if you want to do a little bit of simulation, right? What you'll have is a situation like this. You'll have a group, as it stands, we're going to look at something like this. Jamaica, Anguilla, St. Lucia, Islands, 2, 3, 4, and Puerto Rico. There, what you will have is, quite simply, 5 teams in a group. And what you will have is single round robin. So you know what that means? If Jamaica plays Anguilla away, Jamaica will not play Anguilla at home. You see what I'm saying? So if Jamaica plays Anguilla away, Jamaica will not play Anguilla at home. And if Jamaica hosts St. Lucia, Jamaica will not play St. Lucia away. And if Jamaica hosts the Cayman Islands, they won't play the Cayman Islands away. And if Jamaica plays Puerto Rico away, Jamaica will not host Puerto Rico. So it's 4 matches. Just 4 matches. You're playing each team in your group. Single round robin. So it would not be 8 matches. It's going to be 4, okay? So put that in your brain right now. 4 matches for the second round. Jamaica, 4, okay? So how do you get to the third round? You need to finish in the top 2 to get to the third round, okay? All right, so you get to the third round. The 12 teams advancing from the second round will be drawn into 3 groups and 4 teams in each group, right? So 3 groups of 4. They'll play double round robin. So this is the stage where you'll play home and away for each opponent in your group. So the final round could be Jamaica, yeah, Haiti, Dominican Republic, and Guatemala. Jamaica will play Haiti, home and away, Dominican Republic, home and away, Guatemala, home and away. 2, 4, 6. What is 4 plus 6? 10. So within the Concacaf World Cup qualifying, Jamaica will play 10 matches. If Jamaica finishes at the top of the group, which is what we're eyeing towards, is what we're working towards, then Jamaica will qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Group winner. The 2 best ranked runners-up from each group will head to the Intercontinental Playoffs. Now, this is not something that we're aiming to do. We will plan to top the group. But if there is a scenario where Jamaica finishes second and is one of the 2 best runners-up, what will happen there? Well, the Intercontinental Playoffs is where Jamaica would go. So what happens in the Intercontinental Playoffs? Well, in the Intercontinental Playoffs, you will have 6 teams. 6 teams. 2 from CONCACAF, 1 from Asia, 1 from South America, 1 from Oceania, and 1 from Africa. 6 teams. There will be no UEFA team within the Intercontinental Playoffs. So what you will have is those 6 teams be paired. So you will have, based on the FIFA rankings to determine the seedings for who would play 1 match in the Intercontinental Playoffs or 2 matches. So you will have, for an example, Team 1 versus Team 2, and the winner of Team 1 against Team 2 plays Jamaica. So let's say Team 1 wins. Jamaica would play Team 1, right? And the winner of Jamaica versus Team 1 would qualify for the World Cup. But let's say Jamaica is not a seeded team, right? Let's say it's Jamaica versus Team 2, and they will come up against Venezuela. Jamaica versus Team 2. Jamaica defeats Team 2, right? And Jamaica will play Venezuela for a spot at the World Cup. And Jamaica wins that game. So Jamaica would play 2 games in the Intercontinental Playoffs there. 10 plus 2 is 12. So, optimistically speaking, Jamaica will play 10 games in the qualifiers. We don't want to go to the Intercontinental Playoffs. We want to qualify outright. That is the aim, and that is what is being worked upon to do. But Jamaica will not play more than 10 games in more than 12 games in the qualifiers. 10 is what we're aiming to do. If Jamaica is to go to the playoffs, then it could be 11 or 12. All right? So that is the scenario that we have to process now. 10 games. 10 games. And there are still some opinions in relation to the second round that, for example, the team that you play on the road, you don't play them at home. So let's say Jamaica is in a group with Nicaragua, and Jamaica has to travel to Nicaragua. Jamaica wouldn't play Nicaragua in Jamaica, you know? So many people will be saying, why isn't that happening? So you will have those conversations, but as you know already, the time frame, it's quite limited. It's quite limited. So we're going to have to work with what we have for right now. Top the group. Don't mess around. Win those 4 games. Get to the final round. And as I've said in previous videos, avoid Panama, avoid Costa Rica in the final round. And then we're cooking with gas. Cooking with gas. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments, and then we will proceed forward. Young Cryptic says, first, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Bless up, Simon. How are you, man? I am doing well. How are you doing? Most things under control. I know you guys have been having conversations and wanting to speak about the match against Liverpool today, the League Two side. But, you know, it's been a matter of fatigue has been a big issue. And the squad has been thin, very thin. So fatigue is the only thing that I can put it down to in terms of today's result. But there are, you could say, things to look forward to, and that is in relation to the matter of the international break coming, where United players do desperately need rest. And I think it's going to be so critical, because that rest will help them to give that fuel they need to give that final push for the rest of the season. Biggie Don 94 says, Simon, we need to contact Reece Nelson ASAP. Yes, sir. I'm sure you did a video that you would have seen on this channel in relation to the Reece Nelson and his heritage. So he's someone that has been spoken about, you know, on this platform. So indeed, someone that has been spoken about, you know. So that's for certain. And I know you guys were, especially the Arsenal fans, are very excited about what they saw from him against Bournemouth. Can you imagine 2-0 down in the last minute? That was brilliant, wasn't it? To be able to see that. Yeah. It was good. It was very good to see. So let's see what else you guys are saying in the comments. No, it's not. Dolan doesn't have heritage on his mom's side, his dad's side. I will have to do some research, but I know there is some Asian heritage that he has, but I will do the due diligence and research to look on the father's side. But my understanding is that Dolan at Blackburn Rovers does not have Jamaican heritage, so he is not eligible to represent Jamaica. The last video, I didn't quite understand the format. Do you understand it now? When do you think the groups will be announced? So it's going to be the November 2023 window, which will determine the seedings, right? And around November, December, we will have a draw in relation to the first round and the second round. And you could say 12 months from now, we'll have an idea of the fixture list for the second round. So later this calendar year, the first priority in terms of the draw for groups will be the 2023 edition of the Gold Cup, and we'll know those groups April 14. As Ab says, bless up, Mr. Preston, how are you? I am doing reasonably well, sir. How are you doing? How's the family doing? How was your weekend? Were you able to catch a little bit of football today? Do let us know, folks. Let us know how your day was and what you guys were up to. Ganó Olympic de Marseille de Alexis Sánchez Pérez Flamengo de Arturo Vidal los Tigres. Sí, fue a Viña 2016, sí. Viña del Mar. Vi Chile con Jamaica 2, Chile 1. En el Jamaica estaba 55 en el mundo y Chile número 3 en el mundo. Jamaica campeones del Caribe y Chile campeones de Sudamérica. Es un grande partido, en mi opinión. Es un mucho bien partido. Up to the minute where it says 7-0. Oui, je comprends français aussi. La tabla posiciones. No, Dr. Joyful, not at all. Funny. Big up to the Man U people. Manchester United all the way. The 7. What's up? Talking about me? Yeah, fatigue is a big problem, a massive, massive problem up to the minute weather, with the Jamaican team to play Mexico and the team to play TNT to be released. Yes, for the Trinidad and Tobago tomorrow or Tuesday. We can look out for that. Oran Hernandez is fabulous information. Gracias, señor. Gracias. Timo Peterkin says up. Fatigue is not an excuse. It's a reason. It's not an excuse. Marlon, he needs to be back playing football. He needs to be playing football. When you are stopped doing anything for 1 year, you're not going to just gradually go back into your proceedings. So you imagine a player of his caliber, those performances, that panache, that finesse that he had. It would be extremely unfair to have those same expectations of him. Very much so. Yes, it's a football side that has the Jamaican heritage. Yes. Yeah, the 11th and the 14th. The 11th will be at the Montego Bay Sports Complex and the 14th at the National Stadium in Kingston. Looking forward to see the Trinidad and Tobago squad. I know the Trinidad and Tobago squad will be announced tomorrow as well. So we look out for that as well. Patrick Riley says, any new faces for the Nations League? We'll keep you posted. We'll keep you updated on that. But we can certainly expect a few. Yes, certainly. Sean 3679 says, hello, Simon. Hello, Sean. How are you doing? Go Khedi Namidag. Hope you're doing well. How are things in Suriname? How is the build, the preparation? I'm sure, with Suriname, your team are doing an extremely hard job in terms of getting passports in for players and ensuring that this is a priority and getting the work cut out for them, So I can only imagine the constant work and that is being put in by the association. What would my 11 be against Mexico? I have Andre Blake in net. I'd have right back Dexter Lambikisa, left back Amari Bell. No, I'd have Dexter Lambikisa, left back, right back Javane Brown. Centre halves, Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe. In front of them, John Russell, Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Amari Hutchinson to the left, Leon Bailey to the right, Antonio through the middle. I think Antonio's a good finisher. I think he's a really good finisher. But at this point in time, he has to sort out a situation. He has a very, very important situation that he has to sort out with some matters off the field that he has to deal with. How long will that take? We'll have to wait and see. But in terms of him as an individual and as a player, good finisher. And we know he's almost flawless when it comes to penalties. 25 of 26 penalties he's taken for Brentford, he scored. 8 of them within the Premier League. 25 of the 26. Yep. That's right, folks. So he has had a good time within England. Very, very successful. And if you look at the campaign that he had last year, 12 goals, 33 appearances. This campaign, 14 goals in 21. And at the early point, he was banging in perhaps a goal a game in terms of ratio. I don't think he's going to play for England ever in his life. It's not down to a lack of ability. Yes. What's happening with Rav at DC? Well, he's looking in another direction. So we look forward to Ravel suiting up for another club quite soon. I'm doing well, the Federation, doing some hard work to get the passports there, but there will be around 12 new players. 12 new players, look at that. Anyone ask how the Liverpool match went? I think the League Two side scored 7 goals, and the champions of England 20 times didn't score today. You're doing commentary? You're asking me if I'm doing commentary right now? Yes, I'm doing commentary right now. Mr. United says, hey Simon, how are you doing, boss? Hope you're doing well. How are things? What's new? We got a big game coming up in the UEFA Europa League on Thursday. I'd agree with that 11, except I wouldn't start Omar because I'm not sure if he's ready to start such a massive game at the Azteca. Look, for me, Amari is fearless, confident. So for me, I think he's ready for a start. If he can manage and can show what he can do within the Premier League, if he can play against big men, I have no problem with him starting at the Azteca. No problem at all. I want him to go at them because remember, Mexico will face Suriname before. If Mexico gets the 3 points against Suriname, Mexico go to the top of the group. Jamaica now in a must-win game. So now it'll be Jamaica will have the purpose to go out and get the result. A draw suits Mexico because they would still finish at the top of the group. You see? I'll start Jamal Lowe over him. Well, I would start Amari Hutchinson and give Jamal Lowe the 15-20 minutes. That's me. Does Amari Hutchinson have his documents to play for Jamaica? Amari Hutchinson is good to go, my friend. Sean is the guy from Union Berlin going to be called up for the March window. Why are you laughing? You should be ashamed of yourself. A League Two side beats you 7-0. Well, Demario McCullum, I'm sure your memory is not gone. I'm sure you'd remember a League Two side beat Chelsea 4-2 in the FA Cup in the 2014-15 season. You know, a little side called Bradford City. Not little, but they are a club of good esteem and prestige. So, yes, United suffered a lot from fatigue today. That was a massive, massive, massive thing, you know. So, yeah. No, he's not been called up. The thing is, Mexico without their European players versus them. Yes, I'm aware of that. Fully aware of that. Fully aware of that. But, you know, it's fine. Greenwood will not play for Jamaica. Let's see. Let's see what the future brings. We shall see. Ekarik says, good evening. You're just joining. You'd select Tyler Roberts for the game against Mexico. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to take a quick break. All right. And I'll be back in 1 minute. All right, guys. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And we're going to be back with so much more right here on Reggae Boyz Commentary. All right? Stay tuned.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge, and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. Well, all right, folks. We're not talking about Chelsea. I know. I'm just pointing situations that League Two sides can beat Premier League sides. I'm sure you guys heard of Exeter City. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That has happened as well. That has happened. I guess, man, you've been suffering from fatigue since Sir Alex left. No, but today's game cleared us all that. And you saw how much games they played in such a short time frame. Barcelona home and away, Newcastle, the Manchester City game, the FA Cup. You could see the team was running thin, running on fumes. They're tired. They're tired. Sean, that's good to see you. Tidham from Holland. Huh? We were overrun in the second half. No shape, no coordination, no tracking back, no marking. Liverpool were relentless. Hopefully it's not the momentum they need to carry on to push into the top four. Hopefully not. You guys see Omar stats in EPL2 have to start him. Look, Omar Hutchinson and Malik Mothersill. It's been fantastic having those two together. It really, really has been. Trust me. They have been good. You know? It's been. Simon, what happened to the Dutch guy who's eligible? Javan Anderson? Javan Anderson, he doesn't have a Jamaican passport. That's the situation that we have right now, you know? Yep. And EPL2 is no joke. No, it's no joke. Absolutely no joke. It's higher than the USL, and I could even tell you that it has the quality better than MLS. We have to go shopping this summer, Simon. Shopping in terms of, yes, I would say, do you need another goalkeeper? I think the goalkeeper position is cool. Let's look at centre half now. The Lindelofs of this world, gone, right? Good. Eric Bailly right now is on loan, right? Gone as well. Good. Other players that are on loan, right now at the club. Dean Henderson, gone. Twanzebe, maybe he'll stay and fight for a position. Hannibal Mejbri, I think he'll stay around. Shola Sharatiri, I think he'll stay. Alex Telles, gone. Anyone else in the first team could be gone? I think Brandon might leave. Jack Butland, gone. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, depends on how he might do in the upcoming preseason. Facundo Pellistri will probably be sent out on loan. So I would say, Jerome, maybe four players to bring in. 4 players coming in the summer. Then we can say that's a Ten Hag team. That's a Ten Hag team. John Pierce says, good night, Simon. I did not get the notification once watching the JPL game. Okay, make sure you hit the bell. So to recap things for you, Siobhan Peart, Jamaica will play 4 matches in the second round of World Cup qualifying. So the thing is, where you have a group of 5 teams in it, you'd say to yourself, okay, you're going to play the 4 other teams in your group. But if you play those 4 other teams home and away, that's 8 games, right? But those games will not be home and away.
It's single-legged round robin. So Jamaica will play 2 of those teams at home and 2 of those teams away. So let's say Jamaica's in a group with Anguilla, St. Lucia, Cayman Islands, and Puerto Rico. Jamaica will play 2 of those teams at home and 2 of those teams away. However, for an example, if Jamaica plays the Cayman Islands away and Puerto Rico away, Jamaica will not play the Cayman Islands at home or Puerto Rico at home. So many people are going to say when they see the groups, well, we have to go to Nicaragua, we have to go to Guatemala, we have to go to Costa Rica, but we don't welcome Costa Rica. So they might say, well, is it really fair? Is it really balanced when I have to go out on the road to a Central American team, but you don't have to go on the road to a Central American team? You're only playing them at home. So these are some of the conversations that may happen, may open up. So 4 games in the second round, 6 games in the third round, because you will play those teams home and away in the third round. And that comes out to 10 games, right? And depending on if you get to the playoffs or if you qualify outright. If you qualify outright, it's going to be 10. You get to the playoffs now, basically what happens is based on your FIFA rankings. So you could play in total 11 or 12 games or 10 games for the qualifiers. Is Anil Fisher still a free agent? Yeah, Anil Fisher is still a free agent. Anil Fisher is still a free agent. Yes, he is. He's been a free agent for a little while now. The 31-year-old was recently in Minnesota United FC's second team in the 2022 campaign. Javan Anderson already have a Suriname passport ready, but he said his mom wants that he needs to play for Suriname and his dad wants him to play for Jamaica. Yeah, I think he should listen to his dad, Twanzebe. Yeah, Twanzebe might have a chance, but I think Eric Ten Hag might say, okay, Ted and Mengi or Twanzebe? Who should I give an opportunity to? And he might lean towards Ted and Mengi. Jerome 876. No, remember, Harry Maguire is still the club captain. So don't expect Harry Maguire to leave the club. I still think that he will evolve into a squad player at the club. So I don't see Harry Maguire leaving. And remember, he joined the club in 2019. And remember, he signed a 6-year contract. He signed a 6-year contract with the club. 6-year deal. And that takes him to 2025. And he has the option to extend it to 2026. We're now in 2023. So he has another 2 years left on his contract with the option to extend it a 3rd year as well. So Harry Maguire is a Manchester United player. Oh, by the way, he turned 30 years old today. And guess what? Did you know that his real name is not Harry Maguire? His name is Jacob Maguire. Are the news about Greenwood true that he turned on Jamaica? So Siobhan Peart, you're an intelligent young man. So let me tell you this. Whatever you read, you need to ask critical questions. When you saw that quote in the English newspaper, did you see any quote at all from Mason Greenwood? No. Did you see any interview from Mason Greenwood? No. You didn't see any quote at all in the newspaper where Mason said, I don't want to play for Jamaica or da-da-da-da-da. With the Ivan Toney situation, you saw where he said that his heart was more towards England, and you saw an interview at the press conference, right? But did you see a quote in the newspaper? No, you didn't. Did you see an interview from Mason Greenwood on the matter? No, you didn't. So that is what you call poor journalism. Yeah, so that's the reality. I just said it a while ago. No, listen to you. Yes, my mother gave me life, but if it wasn't for my father's DNA, I wouldn't be here. That's the reality, Sean. If my father didn't provide the DNA to my mother, then I wouldn't be here. And same for every single one of you guys watching this video right now. So of course we listen to our mother. Our mother is precious to us. But if it wasn't for the father's DNA, none of us wouldn't be here. We'd just be storing up egg like so we make omelette. Oh boy. Do you have an update on the Catherine Hall Sports Complex? As it relates to upgrades of it, there's been no further upgrades to the Catherine Hall Sports Complex. No further upgrades that have been made towards it. No upgrades that have been made to it.
the condition of it, it's doable. It's doable for the game. But we'll see. We'll see the quality. We'll see the quality of football on display. We'll see. We'll see how everything happens. Why are you laughing at me, Sean? I don't understand. Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? Oh, you know, patois too. It's true. Make the woman them store up egg like say you know want omelette. Yeah, store up egg like say you want omelette. Oh boy, man, to them. No, but in all seriousness, no, Javon Anderson, I know for a fact that his heart is more leaning towards Jamaica. I know for a fact that his heart is leaning towards Jamaica, and that his patois is really good. His patois is really, really good, and it's not like somebody that just arrived on the island yesterday or the day before. His patois is really good. It is, honestly. So you have to be like, "Whoa, this is good," you know. So it is a good look, honestly. So happy about that for sure. Yeah. It's good. It's really good. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Do let us know what you guys are saying. Viewers, subscribers, let's hear what you guys have to say. Looking forward to your responses. All right. Let us know how you guys are feeling ahead of the upcoming assignments as well. Trinidad and Tobago, Mexico, the format for World Cup qualifying. How does that make you feel? In the summer? Possibly, yes. So other than Eaton, who do you see that is good for the defense? You know, a lot of people might brush this player aside, but I look at this young man with potential, and that is Dan Axel Zagadou. And if it wasn't for Zagadou's defensive woes, I would have Zagadou in central defense. Would be a fantastic defender. 16 games a season. There's not a lot in the league. You know, the most games he's ever played in a season in his life, in his career, is 22. And we have to go back to the COVID season, the last time he played 22 games in a season. This season alone, he's only played 2 games. Last season, he played 19 games for Dortmund. But now, it's not the same. Flights from the UK come into the island tomorrow. So Simon, are we going to get any surprises? Maybe one or two. Maybe one or two. Coach Grimm will do wonders. Coach Heimer Hallgrimsson. And he was an Ethan Laird audition Bernard. Yeah, Bernard. Both of them need a passport, you know. Both of them need a passport. Both of them really, both of them need a passport. That is the situation right now with those individuals, you know. That's the situation that we need. Earl Stevens, big up yourself, bro. Hope you're doing good. So tickets will be available at Western Sports and Fontana Pharmacy in Mobay on Tuesday. So starting Tuesday, tickets will be available at Western Sports and Fontana Pharmacy in Montego Bay. That's Western Sports and Fontana Pharmacy in Montego Bay on March 7th, which is Tuesday. And tickets will also be available on match day at the stadium itself. So that's something for you guys to note. Western Sports and Fontana Pharmacy in Montego Bay, March 7th. Tickets will go out on sale. It's $1,000 for bleachers, $3,000 for grandstand, and $4,000 for VIP. for the game in Montego Bay. And for the game in Kingston, it's $1,000 for bleachers and $3,000 for grandstand. The game in Montego Bay starts at 6 o'clock. The game in Kingston starts at 7 o'clock. Big up Simon, the man with the real deal. Big up Jarvis, hope you're doing well. Big up Shaban, hope you're doing well. So, all being well, tomorrow or maybe Tuesday, we'll have an idea of the squad for the game. Will the game be televised? No updates where that is concerned. No updates right now. Will we stream live or televise? I will keep you posted, but no updates right now. Thanks for contribution to Jamaican football, Mr. Stevens. Yes, everyone, let's big up Errol Stevens, one of the first persons, Jamaican internationals, to ply their trade in Russia after Robert Scarlett and Damani Ralph. I remember Errol Stevens spent a season on loan at FC Khimki in the Russian Premier League in 2009. Played for Saraburi over in Thailand 2013 to 2014 and spent 4 to 5 seasons with Hai Phong over in Vietnam 2015 to 2019, where he netted 42 goals in 89 appearances, rather 89 appearances for his club. And for his country, made his debut in 2011 against Colombia in Fort Lauderdale, operated on the right-hand side, not in his usual forward position. We know the match he played against Guyana. We know the match he also played as well against South Korea. So he's had appearances scattered throughout his career, 2011 to 2015, where he's played for the national team and been part of camps and was part of the World Cup qualifying squad as well, for the opening 2 games against Guatemala and Antigua and Barbuda. So he's had some good experiences, even locally as well, Parkview and Arnott Gardens as well. What does the VIP at the game come with? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the VIP comes with, but it's not like it will come with, I'm not sure if it comes with food and beverage. I'm not sure, but that is the situation. Sereno with you up, Hugh Denton. But yeah. I'm not sure if it is food or drink. I'm not sure. Remember in Kingston, we had a separate price for the grandstand and a separate price for the Royal Box. Yeah, the Royal Box, we had a separate price for that as well. Yeah, what a different price. I remember those days. I remember when we had the Caribbean Cup. Jamaica hosted some matches in the Caribbean Cup, and we invited a Brazilian select team. We invited the Super Eagles of Nigeria in 2003. So we had some good games against some really, really good opponents here. And it was a good test, a stern test as well. So it worked out well. Jason Guna, hope you're doing well. That was quite a beating today. Oh no, man, my mother stopped beating me from me at 10 years old or 12 years old. Yeah, man, I don't get beatings. I'm 6'5" and I'm a grown man. So no. So footwear is only in the Adidas deal. Footwear? You mean kidswear? Well, you're asking, is footwear part of the Adidas deal? Not that I'm aware of. 7-7. Yeah, hopefully the Reggae Boyz can be able to get a 7-0 victory over Trinidad and Tobago. I think that would be the most famous victory that would ever have over Trinidad and Tobago. But no, that won't be the scoreline. And I say that's not in a pessimistic manner, but bearing in mind that Trinidad and Tobago are our bitter rivals. They're a team that is constantly a thorn in Jamaica's flesh, like Panama, a team that wants those bragging rights of beating Jamaica, a team that wants to get over the line, which is why this is so critical, this is so important of getting these results, so we can have bragging rights in the Caribbean. We might not have 8 Caribbean Cup titles like they did, but we can show that, yeah, we used to run things in a football in this country. So we can huff and puff and show what we're capable of. So we can do that. And it's key, and it's critical, and it's capable of doing so. And we are capable of doing that. You know? Very, very much so. So, yeah. You know quite well what beating I'm talking about. Oh, you're talking about the 12-0 that Jamaica defeated St. Martin in November 24, 2004? Oh, yes, I remember that. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. I remember that game too. Yeah. Good result. Big up, big up, big up. It's good. So, hope you guys are fully aware about the information that I presented and are able to process it well. You know, Sancho. Yes, I did. And I've spoken about it already. At his mum's side, Jamaica. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, his mum's side, Jamaica. So he could have. And Sancho's favorite thing to eat is oxtail and rice and peas. Same thing like Giles Barnes as well. 1 hug, 2 hug, 3 hug, 4 hug, 5 hug, 6 hug, 7 hug, 8 hug, 9 hug, 10 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 hug. So yeah, it's capable. J versus Trini rivalry is akin to United versus Liverpool. There's always a point to prove. Yeah, and guess what? Trinidad and Tobago's last Caribbean Cup title, 2001. You understand what I'm saying? So Trinidad lives off the glory days, just like Liverpool. And the Trini accent is like the Scouse accent, you know. You know, the Trini people talk about carnival time and all them things, then they go up and down and them things there, you know. So that's the way that they're talking up and down in Trinidad. And you listen to the Scouse accent, it's like the same, you know. You know, so far the season, you just don't know where the players are going to go from all that. So you don't know where the people are going to come around and see this all the way. Similar. The Scouse accent and the Trini accent, it has its similarities. And the Jamaican and the Manchester accent, similar accent as well. Because in Jamaica, we say, we're like a chop, chop, chop accent, you know? So we go, yo, brother, wagwan, you're good? Oh, things, you're good? Yeah, man, cool, man. So we're chop, 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 just like in Manchester. Just like in Manchester, yeah. Don't know already that I'm from Manchester, mate. So what I can say, do you want a brew? Do you want a brew? Do you want a brew? So similar accents in that vein. At least they didn't reach his name on the bright side. Mr. United, £7 of jerk or no goat on the menu, please. Oh, Zane. I like curry goat. I like curry chicken. I like oxtail. Yeah. But guys, you guys need to start eating a Scotch bonnet pepper with your dinner. It will change your life. Trust me. Eat a Scotch bonnet dinner with your life. With your dinner, and it will change your life. It will. Trust me. You will see. Just eat a Scotch bonnet dinner with your dinner. Scotch bonnet pepper with your dinner. Just do that. Just do that and see how your life changes. For the game in Kingston, you can buy tickets at the stadium. That's where you can buy for the games in Kingston as well. Or Western Sports or Fontana Pharmacy, also located in Kingston as well. All right? So those are other places that you can go to as well. Yeah. Simon Eddie Lewis was in England today, sevens. Really? He was in England today? Really? I had no idea. I did not know. Talking about the Horace L.A. Lewis, or are you talking about Andre L.A. Lewis? Which one of them? Jordan Williams says, thanks. No problem. No problem at all. No problem at all, folks. Yes. It's been quite a day. Quite a day we've had. And we've also examined quite a bit of information in relation to World Cup qualifying. And I'm hoping that you guys are fully aware about what lies ahead, because this is important and absolutely critical, because this is going to help us moving forward. How we plan, prepare, put everything in place. This is what's going to happen, you know? All of that. So we can be mindful of it, fully mindful of it. So that's what we can say. And a lot more to come. Some interviews to come your way as well, as we look ahead to Trinidad and Tobago. Let's test your football knowledge, Simon. Can you name an England international that is also from Guyana? Not from Guyana, but that has Guyanese heritage. Fabian Delph. Fabian Delph is another player as well. I'm trying to think of other players. Wes Brown. Wes Brown is another player as well that has Guyanese heritage as well. So those two in particular. So I mentioned Jadon Sancho. I've also mentioned Fabian Delph. And I've also mentioned as well, Jadon Sancho, Fabian as well. That's played for England at youth level. Yeah, and that, my friend, is Matthew Briggs. Born in England, played for England at youth level, and Guyana at the senior level. Any Caribbean country, I can tell you. Want to talk about Sol Campbell? Jamaica. Emil Heskey, Antigua. Ashley Cole, Jamaica and Barbados. Big up Trinidad, Errol, we need more. Yeah. And had a brother play for Guyana. Our brother played for Guyana. Somebody had a brother who played for Guyana. Are you talking about Leon Court? Maybe it's Leon Court that you're referring to. Maybe it's Leon Court that you're referring to. The younger brother of Kyle Court. And maybe you're talking about Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well, because Ruben Loftus-Cheek also has Guyanese heritage as well. Ruben Loftus-Cheek also has Guyanese heritage. Still at Chelsea. Played games this season. Yep, Tyrone Mings, Barbados. But yeah, there's plenty of them. Plenty of the England players have Jamaican heritage. Viv Anderson, Jamaica. All right. And we can go on and on. Paul Parker, Jamaica. We can go on and on. Paul Ince, Barbados. Bayesian. So, yeah. Quite a bit. Yes, guys. This was good. This was productive. I hope that you guys enjoyed the information that I dispensed to you all and that it was helpful and you guys were able to benefit from it. I really hope that you were able to do that and that you will learn something from it and you can plan ahead in relation to the qualifiers. All of it. What happened, what will happen, and also the format as well. And I know you guys are looking and waiting for the fixture list, but we're going to have to wait and see. Time. It will come. It will come. It will come. Just give it a little bit of time. Just a matter of time. Yeah, just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, folks. Yeah. Sure. I benefit from a 79 picked up today and also from your info. Wonderful, wonderful. Cool, Jason. All right, guys. Leon Osman, also Somali. Really? I wasn't aware of that. Thank you for teaching me something new. Plenty, plenty. 1 out of every 4 players that ply their trade in England from the Premier League to League 2 have Jamaican heritage. 1 out of every 4 black players, that is. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button and also to subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary for more content. All right, guys? Hit the subscribe button right now.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboyz at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.